What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Demon Reads Comics. Today we're going to do not really a quick one, but we're going to do a book haul from Cheap Graphic Novels. I've been waiting for this one for almost a month, actually. Um, in 4 days, it got here yesterday, and in about 4 or 5 days, it's been a month since I was waiting for these. I don't know which one was on back order. I don't know why they took so long, but anyway. Quick question for everybody that does watch my videos. I did say I was going to give shout outs to everybody that, subscribes to the channel. More in specific, the ones that I can see the names from, because sometimes somebody subscribes, but their name's not public, so I can't really shout them out. So I don't know where to do that, on which videos. So I'm thinking about doing them in my book hauls when I do them, but I'm not going to be doing book hauls that often. So, I don't know where I'm going to do them or where I'm going to put them in, but for this one, I am going to put them in the book haul, in the graphic book haul. And that being said, I got one new subscriber. He goes by Mike LaCoach, and that brings me up to 14 new subscribers. Oh, not 14 new ones, 14 in total, but yeah, yay for me, right? Like, I'm getting up there in numbers already, finally. I'm double digits now, and I'm happy about that. I know 14 is nothing to, to look at, but I'm happy for it. But anyway, that aside, because we got a lot to get going. I wrote all this stuff down, so if you see me looking over here, it's just because I have to look at everything. So, yes, this is my haul from Cheap Graphic Novels. It took a while. There's, I believe, 7 books. One of them I've already read, but I had to get it in an absolute edition, so I'll talk about that when we get to it. But anyway, let's go ahead and start this off, because it's going to take a little bit, and hopefully this video is not too long. First and foremost, I got Black Kiss Omnibus, published by Image Comics. It does have sewn binding, which is beautiful sewn binding. And let's see, it collects issues 1 through 12 of the original Black Kiss, and then it collects issues 1 through 6 of Black Kiss 2, and it collects the single shot issue of Black Kiss Xmas in July. I didn't write down the page numbers because I'm going to do that, and go a little bit more into detail when I do the preview, but I did do that. Hope, I don't know anything about this book. I'm kind of, really excited to look at it. It's more of an erotica, though, because there's a lot of nudity in here, and not just nudity, like sex stuff in here. So, yeah, I don't know what it's about, but it is in black and white. Let me see if there's nudity in this one. Yep, there is. Let's see if I can find one that doesn't have nudity. This one's cool. Yeah, so it's kind of like in black and white, all of it is. And I don't, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of reading stuff in black and white. But, I think I kind of got used to it when I read the Sin City stuff. Here's another good page of it. But, yeah, that's the Black Kiss Omnibus. It came out this month, or last month, I think, actually. So, yeah, I think this one's the one that took it the longest to get out. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, Black Kiss Omnibus. All right, let's see. Next, we're looking at Blacking Out. Actually, do you guys want me to know? Because when we do the preview, I'll do, who is all involved in it. So, next is Blacking Out hardcover edition. This one's kind of a small one, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, and I know a little bit about this, so I'm kind of excited to read it. I'm excited to read everything, obviously, but it does have sewn binding, which you can barely see. And the art in it is beautiful, actually. Very beautiful. Look another one real quick. And yeah, this one's going to be kind of a quick read. From what I was looking at, I don't think there's any chapters in it. I didn't see any page breaks in between. Yeah, there's no page breaks in between, but anyway, I will say it is published by Dark Horse Comics. There's it right there, we go too. So yeah, there's no chapters that I can see. I'll talk about who wrote it and stuff when I do the preview. But Blacking Out hardcover edition. Alrighty, guys. So next, actually, I gotta go like this. I got them backwards. I got Promethea Deluxe Edition Book 1. This is obviously by Alan Moore. I do want to put that out there. I'm a big fan of his work. so far. It is published by DC Black Label, which you guys can see up top right there. Like I said, this is the deluxe edition. I was thinking about picking them up in trade paperbacks, and then I was thinking about the absolutes, but I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. So, you know, if I do love it, I'll go to absolutes, but for now, deluxe edition. This one does have, give me a second, it collects issues 1 through 12. And I do believe there's some fold-out pages to it as well. But yeah, this is incredible. Incredible. You know, the art is incredible. There's a lot of dialogue, as you guys can see, to read. Alan Moore's work is always like that. So yeah, we'll see what this is about. I know a little bit about it. I've seen a preview for it. So I know what I'm going to be going into. But yeah, and it does come with a slipcase, or I'm sorry, a dust jacket. On the inside, it's what it looks like right there. When I do the preview, I'll take it out and show it to you guys a little bit more. Especially when I do the review, because I take these out for the review. My question is for you guys, before I'm putting this away, do you guys read your books like savages and leave the dust jacket on, or do you take them off, read the book, and then put it back on? That's interesting to know. Me personally, I take it off, because it kind of gets in the way. Anyway, guys, next is Promethea, Deluxe Edition Book 2, again by Alan Moore. It does collect issues 13 through 23, published by DC Black Label. And again, the art is just amazing in this. Amazing. Very excited to read this stuff. I'm a big fan of Alan Moore's stuff, but I know he does a lot of like magical cult stuff, and that kind of stuff I'm not really into, like the magic stuff. And I know that's kind of his, you know, his thing, but not for me. I don't know if you guys wanted to know how much I paid for these or anything like that. I didn't write them down, but I think for everything, for all this, I think I paid like $250. And I think the most expensive one was the Preacher, or the Preacher Absolute, which was like $80. So the rest of them, I think I paid, you know, I think this one was 35 or 30. These three books were 30. The Black Kiss Omnibus was 30. Blacking Out was like $12. So they were pretty cheap on cheap graphic novels. I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. I don't really like shopping with cheap graphic novels, because if something is on special order, it takes so long to get here with you guys. This has the same cover as the other one. It might be a little bit different though. So yeah, I'm gonna keep shopping with Amazon, you know, in stock trades, but cheap graphic novels has got to the point where it's like on my back burner, like the last resort, because they take so long at times. Anyway, let's keep moving forward. Next, I got Promethea Book 3 Deluxe Edition. This completes the series of it. It is also published by DC Black Label. Oh, and I'm sorry, these three books are the 20th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. I don't know if people are interested in that. Also by Alan Moore. The art, very, very beautiful still. A lot of dialogue. And let's see. This collects issues 24 through 32, and like I said, it completes the entire run of it. And yeah, the cover is exactly like the other ones. Obviously different designs, but yeah, I'm very excited to read Promethea. I might pick up a little bit more of Alan Moore's work. Like, I think there's one called Providence, and another one called, starts like a Neo, something like that. I might pick those ones up. I might pick up The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Aside from that, there's a few other books that he's done that I'm not going to actually look into, because it's like that magic stuff, and yeah, not for me. But anyway, 20th Anniversary Deluxe Edition, Promethea Book 3. Alright guys, two more books. Next one is called They Called Us Enemy Expanded Edition. I don't know nothing about this book except that it has to do like maybe with concentration camps. But it looks very, very interesting actually. Let's see, with this, I don't think there's any chapters. Here, hold on. This one's also in black and white. It is a little bit small. It kind of reminds me of From Hell, where I kind of had to like read it like right here, which I didn't like. But yeah, it's very small. Almost reminds me of some manga stuff, actually. I don't read manga. I was gonna pick up some manga stuff, and I might pick it up. I might pick up some manga, but anyway, let me check if there's any. Now that I have kind of open, see if it's kind of broken down into a list or something. Chapters. All right, halfway through the book, and there's no chapter breaks or anything like that. So yeah, it's just the entire run. I'm not a big fan of the size of it, but I did pick it up in hardcover edition. Like I said, this is called They Called Us Enemy Expanded Edition. It's written by George Takei, which I've heard of him actually before. So yeah, I'm very interested to read this. I'll read the synopsis in the back and do a little bit more when I do the preview and go from there. But alrighty, guys, let's move on to the last book that I got from Cheap Graphic Novels. And that is Absolute Preacher Volume 2. I do have the first one. I did the preview for that already. Oh, I'm sorry, I did the the haul when it came in. I'm waiting for the third one to come out. The third one doesn't come out until next month, I believe. Actually, I think it comes out this month already, actually, in the middle of the month, actually. So I should be receiving that at the end of the month. I'm just going to put it away. But yeah, I'm not going to, I might throw it into a haul. But like I said, it's going to be a while. So next month, I might be doing one last haul with Amazon and in-stock trades. And that might be the last one for the year until I can catch up on reading everything, start selling some stuff, and go from there. But like I said, anyway, guys, this is Preacher Absolute Edition Volume 2. This is one of the sides right here. If you guys don't know who that is, I've read the story already. So I know exactly what it's about. But I loved it so much. It's my top one of everything I've read so far. So I had to pick it up in absolutes. If you guys don't know who that is, that's the devil. The spine of it, written by Garth Ennis and drawn by Steve Dillon. As you can see here, here's Cassidy, here's Jesse Custer, and then there's Tulip. And they're in the graveyard, actually. That graveyard scene is, oh, that arc, oof. Anyway, let me pull this out. White interior. And I did see that this is kind of coming apart. Was it this one? Yeah, right here. See that? Kind of coming apart a little bit. So you got to be careful with those. Oh, there we go. I do like that. It looks like a Bible, though. Look at that. Oh, so freaking amazing. I love this book. Anyway, so Absolute Preacher Volume 2 collects issues 27 through 40. It collects the story arc of Saint of Killers, issue 1 through 4. It collects the single shot of Cassidy Blood and Whiskey. It collects the single shot of One Man's War, the single shot of the Good Old Boys, and then it collects the single shot of the story of You Know Who, Witches of Arseface. So let's look at this art real quick. I kind of want to bust out my omnibuses and see if the art is the same as these ones. But oh man, I just remember reading it in the in the omnibuses, and it was so amazing. And now that I'm looking at it again right here, just this much bigger, oh, I'm in awe with it so much. Star, Cassidy, look at this. Oof. While I'm doing this one, I'm currently reading, I'm almost finished reading actually Y the Last Man, and I'm trying to pick those up in absolutes. I got them in compendium format. I love that story so much that, yeah, I'm thinking about selling the compendiums and picking up an absolutes. If anybody is getting rid of the absolutes of Y the Last Man, let me know. We can discuss that somewhere and really talk about that. I'm really interested in getting them. And what I like about it so much is that in one of the issues of Y the Last Man, they did a small shout out to this. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Jesse Custer has a lighter that says F communism. It doesn't say F, it says the actual word. And so in Y the Last Man, Yorick has a lighter that says the same thing. And he's like, oh, it's from a comic that I read or something, like a story that I read. And they were talking about this one. Oof. Oh, man, just that callback. Oof. Also, if you guys didn't know, in The Boys graphic series, Cassidy actually is in one of the issues as well. He's a bartender in one of them, which is, that's one of the reasons why I love The Boys as well. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of the boys, but that called back to Cassidy. Hold on. It's not just Cassidy. It starts with the P. Pom. Oh man, I was making fun of it yesterday. It just kind of slipped my mind right now. Pronchias Cassidy. Ooh. Anyway, it does have a ribbon. It's red. Let me look at one more. I might not that one. There we go. But yeah, there we go, guys. These are heavy, actually. That's the comic haul for cheap graphic novels. I have another one that I'm going to be doing here shortly from Amazon. That one's going to be a lot of books. I ordered like, not 50 of them, like 20 something books. A lot of them are small though. I ended up picking up a lot of like the EC archives, Tales from the Crypt, The Haunt of Fear, the Crime and Suspense, and things like that. And like as far as other individual ones, I did pick up a few other ones. As a matter of fact, I'll let you guys know right here because I got it all written down. So from Amazon, I picked up, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I picked up 29 books from Amazon, but more than half of them are the EC archives, so they're like this small. Each one was like 13 bucks. So yeah, in a nutshell, oh, and then I picked up some mystery, like some detective comics, which are like small ones and like little small ones. So they're just, they don't take up a lot. Like with all of them in total, they're like this big, like all of them together. The only random ones that I picked up that were just kind of really random are Bad Mother, David Boring, Monica, Patience, Jennifer's Blood, Basket Full of Heads, Refrigerator Full of Heads, and Spectators. I mean, that's what, 6, 7 books, like random books, and the rest of them are all archives. So yeah, I'll be on the lookout for that one. I would do it soon, but I'm waiting for a few of them that are taken. Like I got most of them in, but I'm still waiting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more books to come in from Amazon. Most of them came in pretty quickly, like in the first 2 days, but some of them they're not gonna be for about a week and a half. So I'm gonna have to push that one out later. So anyway, guys, that's the haul for cheap graphic novels. Like I said, I have this one. I'm waiting for another one from Amazon. I'm gonna be probably doing another one from Amazon and Instart Trades next month, and that's gonna be it for the rest of this year. No more. I'm gonna read them all. I'm gonna try to catch up to. I'm gonna read everything that I have. No more hauls for a while, unless, you know, a few of them come in here and there. Because like next year, I think I'm gonna pick up next year I'm gonna pick up an Absolute. I'm gonna pick up an Omnibus and a trade paperback. But there's just 3 of them. So anyway, guys, that's it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys did, leave a like in the comment. Let me know if you guys read any of these, or if you haven't. Let me know if you liked them or not. Please don't give any spoilers away for if you guys did. If you guys have any recommendations on what I should read next, let me know in the comments down below. Maybe I'll check it out for next year and go from there. But as for now, I think I have everything that I want to get so far. So I'm not taking any recommendations until next year-ish, depending on when this video comes out. So that being said, guys, all that being said, if you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps build my channel up. It really helps me get my channel out there, my videos out there. People are watching it, liking it, subscribing. Thank you very much. So all that being said, guys, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you guys on the next one.